Most people completely misunderstand what it actually takes to register a company in Sudan, and because of that misunderstanding, they either assume it is impossible due to political and economic instability, or they assume it is an unregulated process where paperwork doesn't really matter. But the truth is far more structured than either assumption. And that is exactly what Sarah discovered when she began exploring business opportunities in East Africa from her home in Atlanta. Sarah ran a small consulting firm that helped American agricultural exporters connect with international buyers. As demand for food imports increased across African markets, she started looking into countries where supply chain consulting could become more valuable. Sudan kept appearing in her research. At first, she ignored it. Like many people, she associated Sudan with complexity, uncertainty, and systems that were difficult to navigate. But one report changed her perspective. It described Sudan's formal business registration system, which operates through the Ministry of Justice and the Commercial Registry, allowing both local and foreign investors to establish limited liability companies under Sudanese corporate law. And that detail made her pause. Because it meant something important. Sudan does not operate without structure. It operates with a legal framework that requires documentation, verification, and official registration processes, like many other jurisdictions. But the difference is in how those processes are accessed and implemented. And that is where most people get confused. So Sarah decided to dig deeper. And she quickly realized something critical. Registering an LLC equivalent in Sudan is not about complexity. It is about understanding procedural order within a formal legal system that relies heavily on documentation and administrative approval. And that realization marked the beginning of her journey. She contacted a regional business consultant named Ahmed based in Khartoum, who had experience helping foreign investors navigate the commercial registration process. And the first thing Ahmed told her immediately reshaped her expectations. In Sudan, company registration is legal and structured. But it requires patience, accuracy, and correct sequencing of documents. That sentence stayed with her. Because it meant success was not about shortcuts. It was about process. And the first step in that process is not incorporation. It is preparation and eligibility, clarification. Before anything can be registered, investors must define their business activity clearly, prepare identification documents, and ensure compliance with foreign investment requirements, where applicable. Sarah initially thought this would be simple. But Ahmed explained something important. Your business description determines regulatory classification. And classification determines approval pathway. And that matters more than most people realize. Because in Sudan, certain industries may require additional approvals depending on their economic category. So Sarah refined her business description carefully. Instead of saying consulting services, she specified international agricultural supply chain, consulting and export facilitation services. That clarity reduced ambiguity. And in structured legal systems, clarity reduces friction. But here's where things start to take shape. The next step is business name reservation. Like many jurisdictions, Sudan requires that company names be approved before incorporation. Sarah submitted 3 options. One was too similar to an existing entity. Another was considered too generic. The third was approved after review. And this step, although simple, carries legal weight. Because a company name is not just branding. It is legal identity recognition within the registry system. Once the name was approved, the process moved into incorporation documentation. And this is where many entrepreneurs underestimate the system. Because incorporation in Sudan requires formal legal documents, including memorandum and articles of association, shareholder structure details, and registered office information. And this is where David, another entrepreneur from Houston, ran into delays when he used generic templates that did not align with Sudanese legal formatting requirements. His documents were rejected for revision, not because his business idea was wrong, but because the structure did not match legal expectations. And that is a critical lesson. Legal systems are not universal. They are jurisdiction-specific. So Sarah worked closely with Ahmed to prepare proper documentation. She defined ownership structure clearly. She established a registered office address within Sudan. And she ensured consistency across all legal forms. And consistency is crucial. Because mismatched information between documents is one of the most common causes of delays in company registration processes. Once documentation was prepared, it was submitted to the commercial registry under the Ministry of Justice. And this is where patience becomes important. Because, unlike automated systems, Sudan's registration process often involves manual review, verification of documents, and approval sequencing. And during this phase, many entrepreneurs feel uncertain. But Ahmed explained something important. If documents are correct, the process moves forward. If something is missing, it returns for correction. That is the system. And that shifted Sarah's mindset completely. Because uncertainty became predictable. After review, Sarah's application was approved. And her company was officially registered. But here's where things become more interesting. Because registration is not the final step. It is the legal foundation. The next step is tax registration. And this is where many entrepreneurs encounter unexpected complexity. In Sudan, companies must register with the taxation chamber to obtain a tax identification number, which is required for financial operations and compliance. Sarah submitted her incorporation documents, identification, and business details. And this is where Emily, another entrepreneur from Canada, faced delays in a similar process because her business activity description did not align with tax classification categories. And that is a key insight. Tax authorities must classify your business correctly, or they will request revisions. So alignment matters. Sarah ensured that her business description matched across incorporation and tax documents. And that consistency helped her move through the process smoothly. But here's where the deeper layer appears. Because once tax registration is completed, the next step is banking and financial integration. And this is often the most sensitive stage. Banks in Sudan require incorporation documents, tax registration, shareholder identification, and proof of business activity. And depending on the bank's compliance policies, additional verification may be required. This is where Michael, a business owner from South Africa, encountered delays previously because his documentation lacked clarity about revenue sources. Banks need clarity. They need to understand how money flows, what services are provided, and who controls the business. So Sarah prepared carefully. She documented her client contracts. She outlined her consulting revenue model. And she provided clear explanations of her operations. And that preparation made a difference. But here's the insight most people miss. In Sudan, company formation is not just administrative. It is validation-based. Each step validates the legitimacy of your business identity within the system. And that means accuracy matters more than speed. Because systems built on manual verification depend on consistency. Once Sarah completed banking setup, her company became fully operational within the legal framework. And what surprised her most was not the difficulty of the process. It was the clarity that emerged once she understood it. Because the system was not random. It was structured. And structure creates predictability. And predictability creates confidence. But here's a curiosity loop most people never consider. Sudan, like many emerging markets, continues to refine its commercial and investment frameworks as part of broader economic development efforts, meaning documentation standards and compliance expectations are gradually becoming more aligned with international norms. That means the system is evolving. And early understanding gives entrepreneurs a strategic advantage. So let's bring everything together clearly. First, you define your business activity and prepare legal documentation. Second, you reserve and approve your company name through the registry. Third, you prepare and submit incorporation documents under commercial law.do. Fourth, you complete tax registration with the taxation authority. And finally, you establish banking and operational infrastructure with full compliance alignment. Each step builds legal identity. And each step depends on accuracy and consistency. And here is the final insight. Most people assume company registration in countries like Sudan is either impossible or informal. But the reality is more nuanced. It is a structured legal system that requires procedural discipline. Sarah started this journey uncertain and cautious. But she ended it with something more valuable than registration. She gained understanding. And understanding is what turns complexity into strategy. So if you are considering registering a company in Sudan or any similar emerging jurisdiction, the real question is not whether the system exists. It does. The real question is whether you are ready to follow the structure with precision, patience, and consistency. Because once you do, you realize something powerful. Global opportunity is not random. It is procedural. And when you understand the procedure, you can operate confidently in places most people will never even consider. If you found this guide helpful, and want more deep breakdowns of international company formation and global business systems, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because the next guide might completely change how you see global opportunity.